Welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got some land for you. We're going to talk about land today. Land. And so last week, I hinted at giving away something better than Arkansas properties that I've been giving away on these live shows. Every Monday morning at 9 a.m., I've been giving away a piece of property in Arkansas. And I've been getting these properties by going to the state website to buy the properties and then selling them. I've sold lots of them over time, different prices, but I buy them and give them away. And they've been making the paperwork a little bit tougher on me over time because they don't like me giving properties away to people. But that's how it goes. So I thought I could trump that with some better offers. And so last week I said, why don't I give away some mailers to go buy offers? Because I think that's a much better place to direct funds in the land business than buying properties in Arkansas. Yeah, you can buy properties in Arkansas for less than $100 and sell them for 200, 500, $1,000, $2,000 plus. Sold a bunch of them this last week on bid for assets. Um, you know, all kinds of different numbers. People just, buying them up off of auctions, I sold them off the website, sold them on multiple fronts just in the last week alone. I've sold lots of them over time. So I had a little bit of trouble setting up the live stream this morning, and it's not totally set up right, I don't think. But let's see if it's working. It looks like it's coming along. I think YouTube upped their software a bit and it changed some settings, and I had to change some stuff to make it work. So it looks like people are putting comments in there, so it must be seeing and hearing. Hopefully everyone's seeing and hearing. And yeah, so let's see. We got Hey Luke from Revolutionary Hippies. We got Buenos Dias from Eco Screen. Made in Texas gives the peace and the thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Jose says hi. Mashi says hi. Dave Tassi says, hey, Luke, good morning. Mike Baderman says, good morning. Lonely Prepper Homestead says, still sick, but we'll be listening. Good deal. What up, Luke? Thanks for your time and energy. Great site. Yeah, Silky Cap says, hi, Luke. And guys go on and on. I had a friend from my group call you about property. He said no callback yet. Oh, sorry about that. I've been trying to get back to everybody. Thanks for referring about the property. I wonder if there's a question or something I could maybe just solve right on the spot. Most all the properties on the website, they're available. You can just check out online. When we're selling land, we get inundated with questions, and that's part of this live stream. I hope to cover a lot of the questions in a live call instead of answering the same question over and over 100 times on 100 different phone calls. So I think the more of this information I can get out there and share, the more educated the buyers can be, the more educated I can be, because I get your questions, and if I don't know them, I go research them, try to figure them out and answer them, right? So I think it helps all of us. So keep the questions coming, and I'll try to get them all answered. But just the economics of this, there's these smaller dollar properties, there's really no way for me to answer all the questions that come in. I don't know how better to say that. It's just no way to do it. There's just too many of them. Yeah, I'm waiting to get my income taxes to buy more land. Exactly. There you go. Okay. Chuck Litka says, hey, Luke. Hey, morning, Chuck. Morning, Luke. Okay, so let's get this started. I want to change it up a little bit this week because I've been changing a lot of things in my life recently. My wife told me she doesn't like this house we just bought. We just bought a dog. We've been changing. It's just been changing things. I don't know how better to explain it. It's changing things. Some things are working, some aren't. This new house isn't working, so I'm going to sell that. I'm just going to put it up for sale the same way I sell land, and just see what happens, right? And another thing I want to change are these Arkansas properties. I don't want to keep giving away the Arkansas properties. I can give you information on how to go get Arkansas properties. I'll do that a little bit later in the show. But what I want to do is I want to give away a bigger opportunity. I want to give away something bigger, better, more fun. It's more fun for me. I hope it's more fun for you. It's a little bit riskier, but a little bit more audacious, and we'll just give it a try and see what happens. We can always fix something along the way or work out of it if I get myself in trouble, right? So here's the idea. I said last time, wouldn't it be better to give away some mailers? Because some of the mailers I've been working on Um, we send out an offer. We send out a cash offer. That's how we buy this land. That's how we put land on ruralvacantland.com is we send out cash offers. We say, I will buy your land for, and we put some dollar amount in there, some low, crazy dollar amount. That's not so crazy because I'm sweating brow thinking that's a lot of money. I'm not really willing to pay that much money on a lot of these deals. So from my point of view, in my opinion, it's not crazy. But for a lot of the people that get these offers from me, they call back and they say, Luke, you're crazy. Like, I think this property's worth $2 million and you offered me $24,000. Like, what planet are you from? What's wrong with you? And I'm thinking, geez, man, the one up the street is for sale for $50,000. If I'm buying it for 24, the guy, and I put it up for sale for 30 or 40 or something, the guy that's trying to sell at 50 is probably going to drop the price down right in front of me, and we're going to be in, before you know it, the prices are going to be back below 24,000 because prices are just somebody's opinion. They're not a price. It's just the opinion of the person that wrote down the price. And as easily as you can write down the price, as easily as a person can write a price, a person can change a price. And so they can change those prices on you. And I'm always nervous about buying these properties, is my point. And so the prices that I put up there are prices that I sure hope I can take and pay and make happen. So I want to send out more cash offers. I've been sending out a lot of cash offers, and I've been doing a lot more phone calls with people that I'm working with that we're doing deals. They're answering a bunch of calls and all these different offers we send out there. We're vetting deals. We're going deal by deal by deal. I spent most of the weekend researching deals that on accepted offers and spreadsheeting up the ones that I want to go for, the ones that made the cut. And I'm having my office go through them and try to close them all, try to get them all into title and get all the paperwork on them. And I think I decided the ones that we should go for. And if they make it all the way through to title, I think they will, and we'll finance them and we'll make them happen. We'll get them bought and we'll get them up on the website and get them sold later on someday, right? But some of them, they got something wrong, like no access or no, bad title, bad this, bad that. And I nixing them off. I'm not going to do them. So I spend a lot of time and energy vetting those deals. But I think I want more deals like that coming in. I'd like to spend more time and energy vetting the deals. And so to get that, I want to send out more mail. And so to send out more mail, I want to bridge that sending more mail with giving away reciprocity, right? Reciprocity is a sales technique. It's great to do when you move to a new neighborhood, right? You go give the neighbors something. Like neighbors have a new neighbor comes in, you bake them some cookies or some bread, or you pick them some flowers or something basic, not a whole lot of money, and you give them a little gift and you say, welcome to the neighborhood, that kind of stuff. And it's a human need. It's a human trait to try to give something back, try to match it or keep up with the Joneses or whatever you want to call it. It's just people, if you give them something, they feel like they got to give you something back. And that's not the total point, but that's a piece of it. I like to give stuff away. Who knows how it comes back later on someday, right? So I think making these mailers more fun by giving some mailers away, it could be fun. So that's what we're doing. Put fun in there many times, right? But so I put a link in the description of this video. And this is for people who don't win, or if you win, whatever. I'm going to open this up to anybody who's won in the past, friends, family, people that work with me, for me, whatever. Anyone who wants to can win. I'm going to give away 500 mailers because I'm not like Daddy Warbucks. I don't have crazy amounts of money. But 500 mailers, I mean, it'll cost me a bunch of time to go vet these mailers. I'm going to come up with my favorite strategy going forward, and it changes over time as I learn and I get to know more about doing land deals. It might be commercial properties, it might be multifamily properties, it might be large acreage, it might be small acreage, it might be in town, might be out of town, it might be property that you want to keep, it might not be. I doubt it's the property for you. It's probably not your right area and the right size and the right everything. But what it is good at is economics. I believe the economics will be good for the area that we get this property, and that's a lot of how I do the data. I find areas that I think are very sellable. So a lot of what I've been doing recently is looking at different areas, the days on market, how many properties are on market compared to how many properties are in the marketplace. How many properties, how long do they stay listed? How fast do they go away? What price do they go away versus what they're listed? A lot of those kinds of statistics. And by looking at a group of those statistics, you can see areas where there's a lot of demand and not a lot of supply. And that should be an easy place to bring on new supply and sell stuff fast, right? So I'm going to try to target those areas and looking at the market areas that, pieces of that market that might make the most sense. We'll make them offers. We'll put cash offers in their hand and see if the people that own that inventory are willing to give it up. See if they want to trade it for the cash. And so if the 500 mailers that I give away, I'm going to personally pick them out, put them together, price them, everything. I can take you through the process if you want, but basically send them out. And then I'm going to answer the calls. I'm going to talk to the people that call back. I'm going to negotiate. I'm trying to get the best deals I possibly can out of here. And when we get deals, I'll finance them. Either I'll put my own money up or I'll find somebody that's willing to put the money up, or combination of that one way or another. And we'll take them for a run. We'll put them up for sale, try to sell the properties, maybe wholesale them off, maybe option them, maybe contract them in one way or another, maybe just outright pay for them and buy those properties and then go market them for sale and get them sold. And then the difference between what we're buying them for and what we're selling them for, the profit. Now, if I'm using someone else's money to buy them and sell them, that cuts into the profit. But if I'm using my own money, I'm going to price it like it's somebody else's money. And the profit in between, like how much do I get to take home? Like the Luke Smith kind of cut. I will split that with you half and half. So half of that cut, not 100%, but half of it. That keeps me interested. It keeps me working on it. It keeps me doing my best to go make it happen. And you get to go along for the ride. And I want to share the results of what we get out of this. If anything, 500 mailers might not be enough. Hopefully I can get them targeted enough to really get a deal out of there. Because I would love to say, okay, here's the deal you got. Here's what we're buying it for. Here's what we're trying to sell it for. We're either running it with the realtors or we're running it on ruralvacantland.com or however, trying to get it sold. And, you could take off the property if you wanted to, but I think you'd want to get the money out of it instead. And just take you through the whole life cycle of one of these deals, and keep half the profit. So when the thing closes, goes through title, whatever, however we close it, I'll calculate it up, show you the numbers and everything, and send you a check for half the money. And I want to do that hopefully on YouTube. I want to say, okay, this person won some mailers and this is the deal we got, or the 5 deals we got, or the 10 deals we got. And this is what they're selling for, and there's still more coming, but this is how much I made. And I want to get like one of those big crazy checks, see what kind of numbers we can come up with. So that's the idea. So 500 mailers. Towards the end of this call, I'm going to give away 500 mailers to someone. And then if other people want to be involved in that, I'm going to do mailers anyway. So I put a link down below. If you want to just buy some mailers and do it without winning, I made 4 slots, just 4. I don't want to do unlimited amounts because I only got so much time and energy and capacity. So I made 4 slots, and 4 slots that you could go buy 1,500 mailers each slot. You could buy all 4 slots. You could buy 1. You could buy 2. You could buy 3. Whatever, as long as no one else buys them, because there's only 4 slots that I'm offering. And when they're gone, they're gone. I might do more later on someday, but right now it's 4 slots. I want to try this out. I'm asking $1,500 per slot. So $1,500 gets you 1,500 letters in the mail. I'll mail them out. I'll price them. Same thing. I'll finance the deals. I'll do the phone calls. My office and I'll do the calls. And we'll just go make them happen. I think with 1,500 mailers, there's a really good shot that you get at least one good deal in there. And I'm going to try to target bigger dollar deals, like $50,000 spreads and more. So if we get like a $50,000 spread, buy the property for one price, sell it for $50,000 or more, there should be a good profit margin in there to boil down to the person going for it. So the 1,500 is 50-50 too. So I'll keep 50% of the profits. You keep 50% of the profits. However the deals fall out, whatever structure the deals turn out to be. Okay, so that should be fun too. So if you buy one of those, I'll be calling you and keeping you updated with what's going on. And I priced them a little bit higher than actual cost to help me pay for giving the 500 away. Okay, so that's the idea. And due diligence, all the paperwork and stuff, and pictures, guys, and things. I'll probably end up spending more money than you're paying for those deals, but I think it'll be fun. So that's the idea. Let's jump into the website. Let's take a look at some of the properties from doing these kinds of mailers that we have on ruralvacantland.com. So we've got a bunch of them. I just want to get an idea going here, what we got since last week. And see a comment going by. Do you have any land in Florida where I can either put a mobile home or build a cabin? I'll pull up the map search while we're looking at the new stuff, and then we'll zoom in on Florida. Okay, so this is the newest stuff. I'm on listings, and it's for sale. So if I go to for sale, a lot of people will say, Luke, why is so much sold stuff on the website? Well, because it's easy to just sort the for sale stuff, and the people that buy land are usually liking to go back there and click on the GPS coordinates and stuff to get directions to the land. Delete the properties off there, but you never hear the end of it. People think their land went missing or something. So I just keep the old listings up there as long as I can. So 2.23 acre parcel in Oregon, Klamath County, Oregon. Look at that. It's a beautiful looking lake. So let's see what we got here. Klamath County, Oregon. $7,500. It's coming up. My internet's running slow. Aaron English. Okay, Aaron's got this one. 2.23 acres. Looks like it's on a road. Looks like there's some trees. Got the map on the website already. That's good. It's got GPS to it. He'll also do terms, $500 down, $100 a month for 102 months. And yeah, Aaron's just been doing deal after deal after deal. He keeps coming up with good land. So that looks like a fun one. I'm not sure exactly where that one's at in the county, but you can go look at it. Klamath County, Oregon. Here's Apache County, Arizona. Andy Barnhart, 1995. So $1,995 for a little over 1 acre in Apache County, Arizona. You could probably drive up with your RV or mobile home, or just live out of your car or whatever and go for it on these kinds of properties. They don't seem to be very picky. So here's the there's some roads around the area. There's probably some easements going in there, I would guess. But here's the lot. Pine Top Lakeside down there. I'm thinking this is maybe Concho area. Oh, south of Concho. Okay. Show Low, Pine Top Lakeside over here. Vernon. Yeah, some nice trees. Little neighborhood lot. Yeah, it looks like there's a map. There's a road on one side on the map. Might not be built on the actual. You can kind of see a 2-track there. Let's see if Florida's coming up. So we've got the map search on the website. You can zoom in on all kinds of properties here. We got Florida. Florida was one of the first states I ever learned, because of the shape. Florida's nice and easy to find. So someone was asking for RV mobile home properties in Florida. I'd guess these ones up here I'd probably start up here. So I know that some of these are mobile home friendly. Let's see, here's one for sale down here. So if you go to the map, this looks like mobile homes. You could probably do mobile homes in here. I think it's like Fort Walton or Panama City Beach or something down south of there. Yeah, so this looks like mobile homes. Yeah, there's mobile homes in this area. This looks like mobile home friendly country, land, neighborhood. I don't know about RV. I think it's Jason Lydiard owns these ones. This looks like it's at the end of the street. Might be a little wash in the back, but you probably get a view, a little more wildlife, a little more off on your own. I'd probably go look at that one first, see if I could get it to work. Some of these look easier. You just pull right up to them. I don't see. Yeah, there could be mobile homes here. Looks like. So there's a couple of them in Florida to choose from if you want to go mobile home properties. Just go to the map search on ruralvacantland.com and zoom in on them, and you can pick them out. That was Thomas Jordan. Andrew W. I'm up for doing that mailer, Luke, instead of the AR lot I won back in January. Yeah, I'm not going to change it. I'm sorry. The AR lots, I'm not going to change the ones in the back. I'm just going forward. One's going forward. you can win the ones today if you go answer a question towards the end. I'll ask a basic question. And anyone who's won stuff in the past, the list is getting too long to keep track of. I'm not going to try to police it anymore. I mean, I don't care if the same person keeps winning. So, yeah, if you, Andrew, won the one before, win again today, or stick around and try to win. I'll try to up and up the ante going forward. And as I can make some money off some of these different mailer deals, I'll probably give bigger and bigger ones away. It's economic. It's economic for me to give them away, right? So why wouldn't I? Anytime towing VT, commercial stuff is what I like the idea of, or acreage with little to no zoning. I know, right? So everyone's always asking about, I want a property that's really easy to use. And then they go shop residential. I shop residential because it's cheaper. It's cheaper and easier to buy residential properties. Residential properties are also cheaper and easier to buy because less of the people with big time money buy them. You don't buy them to put a business on. You don't buy them to put your towing shop, park all your tow trucks there, or have a garage to fix cars that need towing. And you don't do that in a neighborhood. You have to get commercial properties to do that, and friendly areas where you can go pull that business off, right? So most neighborhoods are split up. You have people living in one area, and a lot of the commercial stuff, noisy, loud, disturbing, whatever businesses they might be, over somewhere else where they're not waking people up in the morning, or frustrating neighbors and things. So you just have to pay more for those. You have to pay more because you're competing with other businesses that are pricing these properties based on how much money they can make off of them, instead of thinking of how much it costs to live there. So it's a differential, and it's not always that way. I mean, some commercial properties are still really cheap. I think a big example I ran into in the past was Imperial County, California, like the southeasternmost county in California. It's Imperial County. It's behind San Diego County on the southern border, along the Mexican border. And they've got lots of properties that are in the middle of nowhere with no access. They were deeded off to all kinds of private people in the past. And they're zoned commercial. They just zoned a whole bunch of them commercial because why not? People are having trouble using them or doing anything with them. One way to up their value is to zone them commercial, take it from residential to commercial, and you can usually get more money for the properties. So they basically did that to the whole county. So you go build businesses anywhere. I shouldn't say anywhere, but almost. A lot of those properties are commercial out in the middle of nowhere and up in commercial-like areas. Okay, let's keep going on down the list. We've got 0.33 acres, like a third of an acre, for $895 in Pueblo County, Colorado. These things keep coming on the market. They keep disappearing. So Andy Barnhart got this one, $895. Probably doesn't stay on there for very long. You send a mailer out to buy these kinds of properties. You're going to get, probably get a whole bunch of them. You buy them for not much money, put them up for a bunch more, and just sell them over and over and over and over and over. Be the next Andy Barnhart. I mean, the guy's on the phone all day long, taking calls, answering questions on these these properties. Great guy to call and ask if you're looking to buy land like this. He's a great guy to deal with. But I'm kind of burned out of the 500 phone calls a day on really cheap properties. I try to answer so many questions, but they just keep going and going and going. Okay, so here's something's wrong with this one. It says Florida and Arizona. Let's see where it really is. $2,995. County Charlotte. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is Florida, but it's marked in Arizona. Just give me a sec here. I'll get it fixed. Okay, so $2,995 in Florida, not Arizona. So here it is on a map. Looks like a neighborhood. Oh yeah, it's probably just a vacant lot in this neighborhood. So it looks like an infill lot, bunch of houses in the neighborhood. I just think it's fun how people put the big bug covers over their pools. You don't want mosquitoes in my pool area either. So there you go. Just a lot of houses in the neighborhood, just an infill lot, 200 or 2009. Port Charlotte. Where are we? Cape Coral, just north of Cape Coral. Probably beautiful area, beautiful weather. We'll get it fixed on the website so it says the right location. These are the ones that just got on the website just recently. Cochise County, Arizona, 5 acres, $2,895 for 5 acres. Dan Pocky says, hi, Luke. Hi, Dan. April Stevenson says, wow, I sure would like that. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. We'll see. Hopefully it's mailers I can get them to hit the target and actually get the deals to go through. And it's not just mailers that don't get any response. Because some of the mailers I send out, I don't get anything really good out of them. It's part of the risk of sending mail. But I'll give it a good shot. $2,895 for 5 acres in Cochise County. So this is an area you can go in, and I'm guessing, I don't know the exact zoning on this. RU4. Okay, so RU4 zoning. So this is one of the kinds of lots you can go to in Cochise County, Arizona. Cochise is the southeasternmost county in Arizona, and you can get owner-builder variances here. You just sign up. You say, I own the property. I'm a builder. I'm responsible for myself. And you don't have to have an inspection. So you can build a house without an inspection, without people really telling you what to do. Yeah, you're supposed to follow the building codes. It's probably a good idea to follow the building codes. Make the house easier to resell and easier to finance someday and everything else. But you don't have to, because there's no one looking over your shoulder telling you, you're doing that wrong, or you got too many connections in this pipe, or whatever. The height of the plug is not high enough. What happens if it floods? You're going to make electric mess. Stuff you should be doing, but they don't stand over your shoulder and correct you. If you know your stuff, you can go do it here. So Cochise County, that's always a fun one. $2,895 for 5 acres. 0.32 acres in southern Arizona. Here's Cochise County again. Here's Cochise County. There's lots of these Cochise County properties that keep coming up. Andy Barnhart's got another one, $695, 0.32 acres in Cochise County. This is a little picture. So here's shape of the lot. Looks like there's a little road there. This probably should go up to the road. It gives you an idea. So you can use these properties pretty easily in Cochise County. This one, I don't think the zoning on this one allows you to do owner builder because it's a smaller size. So you're going to have to do septic, and they're going to want to inspect the septic. But hey, for $695, septic inspection's not that big of a deal. 0.13 acre mobile home lot in southern Arizona. Here's another Cochise County, $595. You can put a mobile home on the property. .34 acres in Apache County, Arizona. $1,695. Apache County, drive right in, live in your RV. Cochise County, I think it's a $25 permit to live in your RV while you're planning on going to build something someday. Washington, Stevens County, Washington. Ooh, look at this, 160 acres. There's no price on it. Let's see what's going on here. It's missing a price. Wild West Land Company. It's missing an owner. This one's still getting worked on. Price $289. 289,000. Okay. This one needs some help. I'm gonna try to get this ad fixed up. So I think it's Chris Gibson, it's Wild West Land Company, and so I think this link takes us to his website, and this picture's too big to look at. I think this ad needs more work, and we'll come back to it later. So I think it's still in the process of being set up. Okay, so then we got 2.5 acres in Apple Valley, California. $14,990. See if that one loads. San Bernardino County, California, $29,990 for 0.91 acres. That one must be close up into civilization. Let's take a look at both of those. So 2.5 acres. William Goldberg, $14,990. Looks like it's on a little trail on a road. The house is nearby. So if they figure it out, I'm sure you can figure it out. Yeah, a bunch of houses around the area. Scattered checkerboard pattern. This is going to be the backside of LA. So we've got Los Angeles right over here and a property right over here. Property, okay, over here, Apple Valley, Lucerne Valley, kind of in between Apple Valley and Lucerne Valley. And just over the hill, you've got San Bernardino and the greater Los Angeles area. And then he's got another one, $29,990 for 0.91 acres. Yeah, a bunch of houses. I'm sure there's utilities all over this one. We don't have the map set up yet, but we'll get that in there. There's a horse park nearby. So there's houses. Yeah, it's classic infill lot, an area with a bunch of houses. Looks like people have horses. A horse-friendly neighborhood. Apple Valley. Yeah, so just outside Apple Valley, Victorville and Apple Valley. So Victorville is one of those places that comes up when I'm doing statistics of really hot areas where stuff doesn't stay on the market for very long and it goes for good prices compared to what you list it for. And just the statistics are flying in Victorville right now for whatever reason. It's just the backside of LA. It's where LA is expanding out to. And so people can't afford LA. They're moving out to these places and they're getting a lot more bang for their buck. San Bernardino. We're getting a whole bunch of San Bernardino, $20,000-$30,000 properties, 5 acres for $39,900. Let's take a look at this one. $39,990. Yeah, so it's going to be Apple Valley again. Yeah, just on the backside of Apple Valley, getting up to the hills. So you just go out the backside of town and go to your property and go build a place there and just give it time. I'm sure this fills in. It's filling in already. People are building and filling out these deserts. Mojave County, Arizona, 1 acre for $7,995. Let's see what this is. Andy Barnhart. Let's see where this one's located. Oh, it's getting up closer to Las Vegas. Okay, just off of 93, close to Lake Mead. some gas stations in the area. Looks like a neighborhood. Looks like you can drive up to it. I don't know if it's got utilities or not. So a big selection of properties here. And it goes on and on. I'll be here till the cows come home if I keep showing you all these properties. But some more Cochise. 5 acres of Cochise, another 5 acres in Cochise. Again, that's where you can go build really easily. There's $500 for Claiborne County, Arkansas. Been getting these Arkansas properties. This look like some nice ones with power lines, paved street and things. Curtis. I think we might be getting into the ones that I highlighted last week. Yeah, I think we had this one on here last week. So I'm gonna call it quits. We're into the call. 40 minutes in. I don't want these calls to go 2 hours anymore like I used to. So I'm going to give away some land. I'm going to give away some mailers. So if you guys have been paying attention, you've been listening early on, it's talking about giving away mailers and the whole idea. And so I'm going to try to answer a question or two and then give away some mailers. Then we'll go do the mailers. I should do the mailers live and like go through them and everything. Mashi A says 0.66 acre Memphis, Tennessee swap for equal value agricultural lot. Yeah, there you go. Anytime towing commercials. Yeah, so I saw that. I like this idea. Lisa, first name Sap. Hey guys. Hey Luke, smile. Happy Monday. Yeah, happy Monday. Todd Snyder, good morning, y'all. Oh, cool idea. Prayers for coming healing lonely prepper. Yeah, only prepper will be feeling good soon. Wow, I sure would like that, Tammy. That is such a good idea, Luke. I will try to get in on the next one. Have no cash now. Buying that piece of land from Dave and Serena Dennison. Woohoo! And couldn't be happier. Nice. You got one of Dave's properties. Is that the one, the Oregon property? You got the 3 acre one? That looked like a really nice property. That's cool, Tammy, if that's the one. I'm trying to think what they had. It's probably that Oregon one. Thomas Jordan, I'm looking to buy some land where I can put up a little cabin and I can have some chickens, a couple of roosters, but it's got to be off main road or even side road that I can drive on. So Thomas Jordan, I'm looking to buy some land where I can put up a little cabin and I can have some chickens and a couple of roosters. I mean, that's like all those Arkansas properties. You can put up a cabin and have chickens. A lot of these properties, a lot of these Northern California properties I've got on the website right now. Let's see. Let me jump over to the map search. So the map search, we've got, I don't even know where to start. You're just saying, I want a cabin. You want a cabin in the woods? Do you want a cabin on a mountain? You want a cabin near a stream? You want a cabin? Where do you want your cabin? You want it in California? You want it in Florida? You want it in Texas? You want some Texas swamps where you can shoot snakes? That's my wife's dream. She wants a place you can sit on a porch and shoot snakes. I got a bunch of these properties up and down the mountains right now. A bunch of really good cabin land. I mean, just that's what I would try to sell you because those are the ones that I make the most money off of. But there's some beautiful properties in there, and then there's some up. You could do. Another one, I don't know if you can have chickens there, but a really beautiful property that I can't believe nobody's taken off with yet is this like beachfront one. I should lower the price on it again. Maybe I'll do that later today. But this one is, it's on a hill overlooking the ocean. You could build a cabin there. It's at the end of the road. I'm not 100% sure about chickens. It's a pretty hippie neighborhood. I wouldn't be surprised if chickens are okay. There's a link to the zoning requirements on that ad where you can look at it. It's Humboldt County, California, if you're looking for it. But you can have chickens all over the place. I invited the neighbor kids at my house, the old house, Encinitas house. There's the zoning allows 10 chickens, and over time chickens down in population. We're moving the chicken coop. This is a funny story if you guys you make fun of me for this one. So I built this chicken coop and I put I put a wheel on the front and I made a frame underneath it so it moves like a wheelbarrow. You pick up two handles and you move the chicken coop around. And I saw the idea from Justin Rhodes, which is a chicken whisperer or whatever, his YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So I made my own version of it, a little bit higher up off the ground. And so the poo goes through the floor, and it's just a chicken wire mesh on the floor. And so the poo, most of that goes through it. Every now and then you hose it down and the rest of it goes through. But so that goes through and they spread it on the garden. So you keep moving that around the garden and around the yard and stuff, and it spreads the poo out, so I don't have to clean up the poo. And it fertilizes, and wherever you have the chicken coop, it kind of kills everything at first, but a couple months later, I mean, it comes back so strong. Crazy thick weeds or greens or vegetables or whatever you have planted there. So I did that. And so we moved from old house to new house for Christmas, right? So I put the chicken coop in the moving truck and just wheel it right up, put it in there, we're good to go. So moving from this house to the old house, because my wife doesn't like the new house, moving back to the old house. So I said, I'll just put the chicken coop in the back of the truck. So I put the chicken coop and wheeled it up. I got an old door. I was changing out the doors. So I took a door and I used that as a ramp, and I wheeled it up into the back of the truck. And I strapped it in there, and chickens are inside. I had to get gas. Went to the gas station. People are looking at me because the chickens are making all kinds of funny noises. They're in the chicken house in the back of the pickup truck, right? And it just barely fits in there. So then I took it down the freeway. And I didn't think about that chicken coop design, but because the bottom is so open, the air catches it like a kite and goes up underneath, and it just picked that thing right up and threw it right out of the back of my truck, right in the middle of the freeway, going 70 miles an hour, right? And I saw it out of the rearview mirror, it went straight up, just poof, right, flying straight up and splat right in the middle of the freeway. And the chickens came out, and we had 4 chickens left, and they were like, what do we do? And the cars are slamming on the brakes, trying not to hit the chickens. And the chickens are like, we're getting out of the road. So they went over to the shoulder. And one chicken that we always call Crazy Yellow, because you can't ever catch it. And the thing is, it's just Crazy Yellow. It's the yellow chicken that's, bonkers. And the thing, when the rooster would go after it, the rooster couldn't even catch that chicken. And so Crazy Yellow goes screeching across the freeway and into the trees and just totally disappeared. So we lost Crazy Yellow, but I grabbed up the other 3 chickens in the freeway and right on the shoulder. I scooped them up, one under each arm, holding on to them. I threw them in the truck, and then some guy helped pull the chicken coop out of the freeway. It was all splatted. And forget that. I'm not picking that up. And it was there for a week at the side of the freeway as I kept driving by moving stuff. And eventually someone took off with it or it got cleaned up. But those poor chickens went through a disaster, terror of a time. Some friends gave us a different chicken coop that they were trying to get rid of. So I'll build a new one someday. But yeah, chickens. You can have chickens all over the place. Just check your local zoning. Mine are in a neighborhood, and they allow us to have 10 chickens. We're not supposed to have roosters, but I got a no crow collar for the rooster, so you can't even tell it's a rooster. And that worked great. Let's see. 10 for hi Luke. Pamela. Or Pamela Jackson. She changed her name. Good morning. Pamela Jackson, wow. Okay. Some people laughing about my chicken story. Oh, yeah, it's hilarious. Everyone says you should call the Humane Society to get the chicken back. I'm like, what do I tell them? I lost my chicken in the freeway, and kids really want the chicken. And yeah, I left the chicken coop in on the side of the freeway. It's $1,000 fine for littering. I don't want to get into that. I just wanted to get out of there. Okay, so Jeff Day is saying, Luke, if I go 500 down for our family, how long till contract can be done? 30 days? Contract can be done 30 days. Okay, so if you're looking for one of those properties, it's 500 down to reserve the property and go for it. Yeah, 30 days is fine. I mean, usually it's $500. I'm holding the property, and we start doing a contract. We take it to the title shop depending on the size of the property, what dollar amount and what you want to do. And we take it to the title shop, and the title shop starts doing their stuff. And then, it takes them a little bit of time to do the paperwork. And I usually take it to the same title shop I bought it through, so it's faster to roll the paperwork over. But yeah, I'm pretty open. 30 days works. Just let me know like what your plan is. If you're trying to sell some other real estate to do it, you probably want more than 30 days. But if you're getting financing, bank financing and stuff, you probably need 30 days or maybe even more, depending on the deal. So just let me know what you're doing. If it makes sense, we'll go for it. Thanks, Jeff. And Pamela Jackson, I agree. Cabin, a great idea. Snake shooting snakes. I like snakes. I don't like killing animals, but my wife thinks that would be a funny vacation. Pamela Jackson, yeah, it sounds like a crazy day. Yeah. Okay, so let's. Jovi says, I can imagine the old Benny Hill song playing while you were chasing them. This freeway, this is I-5, and this was, I think 5 or 6 lanes headed south. So it's not like a 2-lane freeway that this happened to us. It's like a 5 or 6, I think it's 5 lanes. I think it's 5 lanes, and there's like a exit and on-ramp right there, and where this happened. And yeah, it's a lot of cars. And I went south and I went back north later that day, and I got some other stuff from the house to move, and I went back south and I got stuck in a traffic jam. And the traffic jam was going right into where the chicken coop was, and then it took off again. So it was like messed up the freeway for the whole day. Poor people stuck in that traffic because of those chickens, because of the stupid chicken coop design that I had is not freeway friendly, and I'd never thought of that. Some physics that just whoo. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna give these mailers away, and this means a lot to me because this is like sharing my business. It's sharing what I do. It's sharing the logic. It's sharing the reasoning. It's sharing a lot of that stuff, and at the same time, it's inviting other people to come join and be a part of this. And I think the name of it, the word is reciprocity in sales. And if you ever study that kind of sales, I'm not trying to be salesy, but that's just a friendly, fun way. It's emotional for me to do this, but it's, I think, a cool way to do it too. I just keep coming up with the word fun because I don't have a better word for it. So in this plan, part of paying for it, I would like to offer it out to other people who want to just buy the mailers outright and do it with me as well. What's the number? I'm going to pull this up. What's the number of mailers you get for paying one section? There's a link. You can click the link in the description and get that. And I'm going to try to pop this chat out so we can see it. And let's do the 7th person to answer. 7th person to answer this number. And you can put this number in 5 times or whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you've won before. You can win again. And so we got the chat coming up here. Yeah, so people are already putting it up there, 1,500. So let's count the 7th person to put 1,500 up there. Yeah, so $1,500 for 1,500 mailers, and I think we probably got 7. So, oh no, it's gonna go too fast. So the 7th, Millie Mill, number 1, Jason Macy, number 2, Millie Mill, number 3, Andrew W, number 4, Mysterious Granny, number 5, Jovi, number 6, Jason Macy, number 7. So Jason Macy, let's give you some mail. So Jason Macy, I'm guessing because you're answering this, you want to actually do it. Now, I don't know how long this will take. I don't know what the timeline's going to be. I'm going to try to do this like later today or this week, but it might take me a little bit longer. And it takes a little bit of time for the mail to get out. It takes me some time to scrub the mail. It takes me some time to price the mailers. It takes some time for the people that get the mailers to actually call back. It might be months or years you're still hearing from me on this thing. So lots of times people get these offers and then they ask their kids, they ask their neighbors, they ask their family, do you want the land? I got somebody else who wants it. Act now or don't. That kind of stuff, that kind of logic happens a lot. So the people that call right away, they're usually like, Luke, nasty, nasty word, blah, 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 hang up. But the people that think it over, go check with their family and stuff, and put a little time in, come back later, those are usually the best deals. So it's, in my experience, it's not Friday afternoon right after the mailer hits. Like, it's almost don't even want to answer those calls. You're just going to get told off and by a bunch of different people. But Monday morning, when I'm doing this live call, I shouldn't have booked it Monday morning, but whatever. Monday morning's usually the best calls. People calling in and saying, yeah, thank you. Let's do it. What do I have to do next? Let's go. Let's make it happen. How fast can I get the money? Yeah. So Jason Macy, that name sounds familiar. I might have your information already, but if you would email Gilian at ruralvacantland.com, and yeah, I'm just putting it in here, and so you can cut and paste it in the notes. So cut and paste that and email Gillian and say, I won the free mailers. I'm going to give you 500 mailers. I'm going to do them, and I'm going to I do reference numbers in these mailers so I can keep track of whose deal it is, because I do mailers with a bunch of different people. And so my average day, I'm talking to, I don't know, half dozen different people I'm doing mailers with, sometimes 10 or 12 people I'm doing mailers with about their deals. Okay, what deal do you have? Can we do it? Let's make it happen. How can I make it happen? How do we move it forward? How do we close this deal? How do we answer the questions that make this deal, doable? Do we get picture people out there? Do we get, one of the calls this morning was, we're getting a well guy to check some wells on some properties. And, so doing research like that, is the airport that's right over there, is that a major airport that's flying right over their heads, or is it just small planes? Do they stop at a certain hour? Is it all night, day and night? Does that train just go once a day, or does it go all the time, or stuff like that? Doing that kind of research to be able to get a better idea of what we're buying before we go put the money down and buy it. But we'll do that. So I do a lot of those calls with different people doing mailers, and we'll figure this out. We'll take it, walk you through it. And for the people buying mailers, for Jason who just won, it should be fun. Okay, Jeff Day says, if Jason don't outwork it. Congrats though, Jason. Joey, great job. Yeah, though, so close. Congrats, Jason. Yup, congrats. Good job, Jason. Not as close as number 6. I'm so mad at myself for not being on time. Sorry, because I'm dedicated to your show. No problem. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening. I'm going to try to do better deals in the future. Dog's saying something. And I'm going to work on some mailers. I get these things flying. I get some more mailers going. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Sounds like I got to take the dog outside. See you guys next week, same time, same place, and maybe the same kind of offer, or probably the same kind of offer. Talk to you later.